In this video, I'm going to discuss how to use supersets efficiently and effectively, optimally for muscle growth and fat loss. Also, stick around to the end for a freebie. Welcome to another Andrew Marsham Fitness YouTube video. Today's topic is going to be on supersets and using them optimally for muscle growth and fat loss. Also, if you haven't done so already, subscribe down below. Also, like the video if you enjoy it, and also let me know what your favourite superset is. Any superset at all, let me know underneath. And also stick around to the end if you'd like to get a freebie. So what is a superset? That's the first question. That is going to be 2 exercises performed back to back with no rest. So they can be performed in a variety of manners. So you could use a standard two muscle groups, two exercises for the same muscle group. So something like a bicep barbell curl followed by a cable curl, 2 exercises for biceps. Or there is another method which I like to use personally quite a lot, which is targeting different muscle groups. It's the likes of the shoulder, maybe targeting front delt with a plate raise, followed by a side delt. Your side delt with a lateral raise, cable or dumbbell, whatever it may be. And there's also agonist and antagonist supersets. So this is opposites. So this would be chest and back, or opposing muscle groups, should I say, quad and ham, or bicep and tricep. Now this is where I potentially see the most use for them, and what I find most effective as well, for both muscle building, because it's going to allow you that rest in between sets. That's the 3 kinds of supersets. So firstly we'll talk about hitting the same muscle group and the benefits. So the benefits for that, working the same muscle group, the likes of maybe doing a bench press followed by a chest fly, is you're getting more exhaustion, you're recruiting more fibres, you're going to put that muscle into a more exhaustive state, which is going to result in super compensation further down the line when you actually recover. So if you overwork and overstress the muscle, you place more tension, more workload through it, then it tends to overcompensate on the return. It's like an elastic band effect. So if you push it one way, it's going to ping back further the other way. And this is essentially how recovery works in any workout as well. If you're working a muscle group, then what you do is you degrade the muscle, you tear it down, it rebuilds back better and stronger. And that is essentially just a muscle building process. But with a superset, the likes of for the same muscle group, for something like a bench and a chest fly, that would allow you to exhaust more fibres, therefore causing more damage, more muscle damage, and then allowing more repair further down the line. So that's the benefits of that. Definitely an effective method, but one that shouldn't be used all the time. It can result in overtraining, especially if you're not maybe getting enough sleep and nutrition. And used in every single set, you're just going to become exhausted pretty quickly. You're not going to get much use out of it. Your overall volume is going to drop really as well. So overall volume is the #1 factor for hypertrophy. So you've got to understand that doing these supersets and things like that will result in less volume later in the workout. Therefore, they should be used sparingly and maybe to break through plateaus. So the next one is opposing kind of muscle groups. This is mainly only really applies to delts. So like doing a front and a side delt, a front and a rear delt, that would be more an antagonist-agonist though. So doing these pairings can really help efficiently in a workout, help really ramp up the speed, and you can get through workouts pretty quickly and get a lot of volume in a lot of time, without sacrificing too much for extra volume. So as I said, with doing the 2 of the same muscle group, you're going to sacrifice some volume due to that muscle being so tired. So if you're not working similar muscles, then you're going to be able to do probably the same volume, if not slight, it might be slightly reduced due to aerobic fatigue as well. So all things to consider, but they definitely do have a place. But again, they can make a workout very time efficient if you're struggling for time. And there is definitely a place within programming for them. Again, used sparingly, rather than all the time, I would suggest, but definitely a place for them in a workout, good, well planned out workout routine. So the final one is agonist and antagonist. This is opposite muscle groups, as I said, and this is where I see most of the benefit, because as one muscle is working, the other's getting a rest, it's not seeing any work particularly, which is going to allow you to speed up the workout and actually get a lot done without the negative effects of fatigue in the other muscle. Again, you may see some slight drop in performance due to the aerobic nature of the actual exercise, but it's something that I use quite a lot in my own programming, the likes of a chest and back. Sometimes I'll maybe throw in a chest and back superset if I'm a bit pushed for time or something like that. Also, I tend to train arms strictly on supersets, bicep, tricep only, because I feel that like you can push the volume just as much, which again is the overall #1 factor for hypertrophy and growth, which is what we're interested in. So again, you can still continually push that growth and volume without negatively affecting what you can actually put out, and also cuts down the workout time. You're going to be more efficient in and out of the gym quicker, because again, we don't all have 3-4 hours to spend in the gym each day, especially if you're more advanced. You need to be doing a lot of volume normally to see progressions. So how to effectively put them into your plan: use them sparingly, use same muscle group exercises to break plateaus. The likes of chest is a good one, or maybe on legs you could maybe do a squat followed by a leg extension to really push that fatigue on your quads. Again, be quite careful with that one, especially in the squats, but they are good plateau busters. Put them in for a week or two, see what the results are, but don't continually abuse them. Also, the similar muscle groups, opposite muscle groups, the likes of the antagonist and agonist, I think they've got a place throughout training all the time, depending on what your kind of volume and workload and experience is. Again, it's all kind of ifs, buts and maybes, but definitely have a place and a good program. And also the similar muscle groups working, again, I think there's also a place for them quite regular. The likes of shoulders with front delt, side delt, or even totally different ones, like I don't personally do hamstring and calves on leg days. So again, I'm getting a rest in between. I'm not working the muscle directly, but I'm efficiently kind of speeding up the workout. So if you're pushed for time, definitely something to consider. Hope you enjoyed the video. Also, if you're still here, as I said, there was a freebie at the end. So if you are struggling for a workout routine, you're not really sure where to start, and you're looking for something to put in place, just drop a comment below and I'll send you over a free template for however many days it is you train per week. So all the way from 2 through to 6, I've got some templates made up. So just drop a comment below, I'll be happy to help you out. Also, if you haven't done so already, like the video, comment your favourite superset below and subscribe as well. See you in the next one.